Do you like clementines? Oh, I sure do. The other day, I knew I had a good one as the juice ran all over my hands when I was peeling it. When I took a bite of that sweet clementine, oh, the sweet juice filled my mouth and it tasted so good. You know, one of the fun things I like to try to do with clementines is to peel the skin off in one piece. It's interesting the shape the peel takes as I take it off in one piece. Recently, I picked up another clementine from the bottom of the box. And even before I peeled it, I knew there was a problem. It was soft and mushy, and when I looked at it, it was turning brown and green. It was moldy, and there was juice leaking out all of the skins. Can you guess what I did with that clementine? That's right, I threw it in the garbage. Had we left them in the box, they would soon have affected the other clementines that were touching them. Those clementines nearby would also become mushy and covered in mildew and rotten. We also took out the rest of the fruit, washed it, and put it in a clean container. You may have heard the saying, one bad apple will ruin the whole bunch. Well, in our case, it could have been said that one rotten tangerine can ruin the whole box. Did you know that can happen to us by the choice of friends we have? The people you hang with can affect the choices you make. Imagine having a friend who says, "Oh, come on, let's steal a chocolate bar. It's no big deal. The store has lots of..." They won't miss it. They are giving you bad advice. Or how about encouraging you to disobey your parents by saying, "Oh, everyone's doing it." What your parents don't know won't hurt them. No, everyone is not doing it. And even if they are, a lot of people doing it, the majority doesn't make it right. Psalms 1:1 tells us, "Oh, the joy of those who do not follow the advice of the wicked or stand around with sinners or join in with mockers." Who are these wicked people? They are the people who are trying to convince you to do something, even though the Bible clearly tells you it is wrong. The Bible calls that sin. Sin is disobeying and choosing to do what is opposite to God's character and His Word. Sin is also choosing not to do what is right. This often happens because we don't want to be left out or viewed as weird or strange. Instead, we choose to go along with the crowd. Who is the crowd we're often tempted to follow? Well, they are the people who are not following God's ways, are mocking God, or making fun of Him. When we stay in close contact with them, their attitudes, words, and actions will affect us. 1 Corinthians 15:33 tells us, "Bad company corrupts good character." Just like leaving the bad tangerine in the box and in close contact with the rest of the fruit will destroy the rest of the fruit, staying in close contact with the crowd will affect our attitudes, our words, and our actions, and causing them to become like those we hang with. Does this mean we can't have any friends? Of course not! It does mean you need to be careful in who you choose to keep in your close circle of friends. Let's read these verses from Psalm 1 again and see what happens when we choose to follow God's ways. Oh, the joy of those who do not follow the advice of the wicked or stand around with sinners or join in with mockers, but they delight in the law of the Lord, meditating on it day and night. They are like trees planted along the riverbank, bearing fruit each season. Their leaves never wither, and they prosper in all they do. Psalms 1:1-3. Did you see it? Oh, the joy of those people. Another version of this says, "Blessed is the man." Blessed, which means they have God's favor. If you're not contaminated by the thinking and actions of the world, you will be happy. You won't follow their bad advice. You'll choose to keep company with those who bring you closer to God and not pull you away. You'll be filled with joy as you proclaim, "Hey, God is good," and you know God is in control. Even while the others are making fun of God or say, He doesn't even exist. The last verse of Psalm 1 states, "For the Lord watches over the path of the godly, but the path of the wicked leads to destruction." Psalm 1 verse 6. Our hope is for you to desire the joy God provides, and not the mushy, rotten fruit that following the crowd tends to offer. Now, I'm not going to let this one rotten clementine affect the whole box, so I'm throwing it out. For the next little while, we're going to focus on Psalms. Hey, if you have a comment of how you're following God, or I'd love to hear about it. If you're having some questions or struggles, let me know about them and maybe we can find the answers together. If you'd like us to pray for you, send us a message and we would love to pray for and with you. Hey, have a great week.